and welcome to episode 31 of Monster Madness 2025. We are here to the championship round. We have Shimo versus Surtur, and this is definitely an epic matchup, like I said before. But once again, let's break down the monster profiles here. Shimo is defending her undefeated record, is 5-0 coming into this bracket, and is 9-0 now. Surtur is 2-3 coming into this tournament and now has a winning record after going on a winning streak and obviously getting to the championship. Shimo is 531 feet tall, while Surtur is 500 feet tall. Shimo has the Frostbite Blast as the best weapon, while Surtur has the Twilight Sword. Both these monsters have 0 confirmed monster kills. Shimo's current status is alive, while Surtur's current status is dead after dying in Asgard. And as we go to break this down, this matchup is taking place in the Scar King's Lair location, which I said before is definitely one of the most epic locations ever. But let's break this down. We have Shimo defending her undefeated record right now. The obvious favorite to win this tournament has just dominated so far in every matchup she's been in. She has not lost yet. And Surtur is coming into this bracket having a rough record, but in my opinion being one of the most powerful monsters outright for sure. I think next to Kronos and Shimo and King Ghidorah and a few others like Godzilla are definitely the most powerful ones. Surtur is probably the most powerful one on paper just because he comes from a more superhero, supernatural type abilities, and just where he came from is definitely less natural and less like the Monsterverse, I would say. But whatever I just said, he's definitely one of the more powerful monsters in this tournament. But this matchup is taking place in the Scar King's Lair, which I do think will have an effect in this matchup. I don't think it'll have everything to do with the matchup, but I do think the increased temperatures in there's no doubt that will affect the coldness, the cold ability of Shimo with the Frostbite Blast. We already saw Shimo able to use her Frostbite Blast before, though, down there, so I don't think that will completely affect her. I think it might be insinuated that it took longer to charge it up down there versus when Shimo is in any other area like Hollow Earth or actually on Earth on the surface level. But I think the main factor that this location will take play and actually have a big factor is if Surtur decides to push Shimo into the lava waterfalls or actually uses the lava to his favor, maybe throws some at Shimo. Or anyway, even if he pushes her into the lava, I think that will affect her using her ability. I don't think the lava will actually affect Shimo. I don't think it'll hurt her. I don't think it can kill her. I just don't see any of the dragon-type monsters being damaged that way. But the main factor we have here is the fact that Shimo's long-distance weapon, I don't even think will work on Surtur. Because Surtur, in my opinion, I think he could block the Frostbite Blast with his sword. But even if that weapon hits Surtur, I don't know if that'll even affect him. Because Surtur is literally a fire lava god. He's literally made of fire. And he was united with the eternal flame, so I don't even think it would have an effect. I can't see that actually freezing Surtur. So then Shimo actually has to move to a different method here. He's going to have to somehow bite the crown off or swing her tail around in order to chop Surtur's head off, get the crown off that way. And Surtur's method here is just using the Twilight Sword. Now, it would be very entertaining to see Surtur use the Twilight Sword's flamethrower ability with Shimo's Frostbite Blast. I don't know if those two hit, who should win. In this environment, I'd have to give Surtur the edge there because it's a hotter environment. But then at the end of the day, also, I think the way this matchup goes down is they're both going to run at each other. They're both going to collide. But Surtur has the Twilight Sword, and I think just swinging it around will do some decent damage. But I see Surtur eventually getting the position to where he can drive the sword down just like he did in Thor Ragnarok. And if Surtur does that same move that he did to kill Hela to Shimo, I see Surtur winning this matchup. I don't think Shimo can shake that off. I really don't think Shimo can shake off a strong stab from the sword. And for the first time in this tournament ever, I would give Surtur the edge to beat Shimo and win this matchup. And I predict Surtur to be the winner of Monster Madness 2025. But make sure you let me know down below who you think is going to win in this matchup. I am very interested to see how this matchup does in the poll. I could see this being 50-50. I could also see it going in Shimo's favor because she's obviously a fan favorite. But make sure you keep an eye out for that poll coming out soon. And I will see you tomorrow to decide the winner of Monster Madness 2025.